Ja, wunderschönen guten Tag hier auf dem Kanal bei Fun&Joy Entertainment und ja, heute geht's mal wieder NBA-mäßig ab. Wir haben uns ausgesucht, die Boston Celtics zu Gast in Form von Axel gegen die Oklahoma City Thunder bei mir zu Hause hier im, wie heißt denn das Center da, wo die spielen? Keine Ahnung. Egal, auf jeden Fall in Oklahoma, die Boston Celtics zu Gast. Jetzt geht's gleich ab. Wir nehmen uns noch den Spielerfokus vor auf die Point Guards wahrscheinlich erstmal. Vielleicht ändern wir es zwischenzeitlich auch mal. Das wird sich zeigen. Aber genau, das noch schon mal vorweg. Also viel Spaß und gute Unterhaltung. Kurze kleine Trikotauswahl hier nochmal. Zack. Okay, wir sind bereit. Es kann losgehen.
At guard, 6'6", number 2, Alexander.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for the Thunder, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren. The 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs.
So, und los geht's, Jump Ball.
And it's Williams in at the 3. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now here's Holmgren. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander to the wing, right side. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston on offense. Holiday passes to Brown. Now Tatum from behind the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Williams against Brown. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Here's Holiday, and Holiday powers it home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
The shot by Dort, no good. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot won't fall. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. Outside Tatum. Back to Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Take that, Holiday with the hammer.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Inside and out of bounds. Boston will have it.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. but JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Holiday hits them both. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense, because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Brown, and stolen by Williams. Here's Holmgren, outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And let's take a look at some point guards who have been scoring the ball over the past 10 games. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top.
Yeah, you know, he really gives the opposing teams fits. I just love the confidence he plays with night in and night out.
It's a trend in the NBA these days. Point guards whose #1 job is to score the basketball, and he's the best of all right now.
Brown scanning the floor. Three-pointer, Holiday. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Back to Holiday. Soft touch off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Porzingis with the block.
Big-time rejection from Porzingis. You must be careful trying to shoot when he's lurking nearby.
Holiday finds Tatum. Back to Holiday. No good with a layup.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And stolen by Porzingis. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Puts up a deep 3. That's good from Holiday on the assist by White. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Celtics lead by 4. Takes the 3. Another miss by Holiday.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Holmgren. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Gets the 3 ball to go. Holmgren's got 5.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
And the basket by Holiday.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Hardenstein passes to Williams. And here's Dort to the inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The skills of SGA are so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shai in the league.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Wallace in for Dort. A big group substitution here for Boston. Horford, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Craig comes in for White. Hauser, he's checked in for Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. Here's Pritchard. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. No good from outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Caruso for 3. Drains the triple.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
We've got Aaron Wiggins, Cason Wallace out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Williams in at the center position. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. And he lobs it up to the rim. Tatum with a steal. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
Hands like a guard. Horford with that quick trigger.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for OKC. Trailing by 2. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
Here's Pritchard. That three's off the mark. Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Craig with it. Watch by Wallace. Here's Pritchard. Again, Boston.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. 10 games left this year. Let's see what the playoff race looks like in the East. Taking a look at Boston, with the playoffs fast approaching, they are well positioned at second place in the conference.
Well, for the Celtics, their fans were expecting a lot from this team this year, and they haven't disappointed them. It's been a terrific season, and they're far from done yet heading into the playoffs.
Pritchard, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Pritchard's got 6.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Here's the 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Horford with a steal. Here's Pritchard with a second effort. The rebound by Wiggins.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high-percentage looks.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Tord comes in for Wallace. Porzingis has checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Hauser. SGA using that size.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Tatum, to the middle. Here's Pritchard. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Out to Horford. That's tipped. Stolen by Caruso. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Pritchard. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Scooped up the board. Porzingis wasting no time going up with it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Porzingis against Gilgeous-Alexander. No good there. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Hauser passes to White. Down low. That's good from Holiday on the assist by White. Holiday's got 15 points.
And right now, this game belongs to Holiday. He's just dominating the defense.
And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And that one drops for him. There's 1:26 left in the first half. Dort against White. Dort, the pass to Wallace. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Looking now at some numbers for Cason Wallace.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Outside Holiday. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Pass to Dort. Back to Wallace. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Wallace misses. Boston leading by 4. Right wing. Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Terrific night for Holiday so far. And I have to pin it on his energy. He's given this game all he's got.
4-3, Holmgren.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Holiday from long range. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Wallace. From deep. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And it's now only a 1-point Celtic lead.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Porzingis. That one a little long. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Celtics out in front, up by 1. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
En je kist
Hello,
viel Spaß
everybody.
bei der.
We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Taking a look here now at Boston, they're in good position, definitely among the top teams in the conference.
And just as important as the seeding is how you're playing down the stretch. They're trying to dial it in. Changing focus now to our key performer of that first half, Drew Holiday. He was everywhere.
He's been looking for a shot early on, going right at the defenders and keeping them on their heels.
With the way he's played, it makes sense they'd want to keep looking for him. And I'm guessing that's the plan. Thanks for tuning in.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Man, we've seen Drew Holiday really having a great game.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
So the Celtics 5 right now. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center position, locking down the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Known as a crafty defender, Brown really hustles and contests as many shots as he can.
And the 3 off target. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. It's a 1-point game. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Dort, the pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Great look, but off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And the basket by Holiday.
Such a physical driver. Holiday is someone you want going to the rim.
Hartenstein finds Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Boston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
And when healthy, Porzingis is a highly impactful player. He is a 7-foot wing that really spaces the floor. It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Tatum. Here's Holiday. Boston, no good that time either.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first.
Holmgren powers it in off the lob.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well, leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
Here's Holiday. Pass to Tatum. From outside the arc. And there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist by Tatum. Holiday's got 22.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
And there's the lob. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
And Shea's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
Holiday surveying the floor. They kick it out to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Good work defensively by Dort.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. He's got 21.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in for White. Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Williams defending. Back to Tatum. Launches it. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Celtics have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Inside, and stolen by Caruso. In transition, here they come. Williams with it, picked up by Tatum. Dort, the pass to Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA from distance.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Here's Pritchard. He has 6. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Pritchard's got 9.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3. There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. They get it back on the wing. Caruso. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Oh, this is big for Caruso's confidence. When he's hitting from deep, oh, he looks to score even more.
To the paint. Here's Pritchard. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. He's got 11.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to review the game plan. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Jason Tatum. Pass to Williams. It's tipped. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Back to Pritchard. Holiday passes to Pritchard. To the inside. And the basket by Holiday. Holiday's got 24 points.
Oh, Drew is so crafty when he gets to the rim.
1:03 left in the 3rd quarter. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. That's on Al Horford. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
All right, since the All-Star break, these are the teams that have looked absolutely dialed in on defense with the amount of shots they are blocking. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
And they've been a wrecking ball on the defensive end, racking up the blocks and really setting the tone.
He's perfect from the line this time.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Dort. Lays out of bounds. It'll go to the Celtics.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see missed connections like that too often.
There's 38 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by Boston. The Thunder have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the 3rd. It's stolen.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
For the lead. Good D by Wallace.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
No good on the buzzer beater. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. It's Wiggins on the wing. Now Wallace. 4 on the clock. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the 3. Boston trailing. Here's Pritchard. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics shooting just 38% for this game so far. Here's Pritchard. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Horford outside. Pass to Hauser. To the middle. Here's Pritchard. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
They get it back, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So for Oklahoma City, Jang comes in for Williams, and it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. Cornette's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Hauser. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Pritchard. Hits the trifecta. Pritchard's got 10 points in just the second half.
His second triple of the half, well, look, that's 2 more than he had in the first, so things, I guess, are trending in the right direction.
Inside. Pass to Caruso. Shoots from the baseline. Not enough on that one as it misses. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. It's kept alive. Pritchard, the layup off target.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
To the inside. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Wiggins. And here's Caruso outside. Boston pulls it in.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Pass to Tatum. Down low. Here's Holiday. Good work defensively by Caruso. And up the court come the Thunder on the break.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jang. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins, and it's Jalen Williams in for Caruso. Holiday from long range, and it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 tonight. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead. Holiday from long range. Dort grabs the miss.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Celtics trail by 5. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Oklahoma City's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points in just the second half. Outside Holiday. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 6 assists now in the game. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Holiday.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Three-pointer, Holiday. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. No way!
takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
A deep three. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
A physical guard who plays with no fear. Holiday doesn't get to the line as often as you think.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within single digits. Holiday hits them both. .105 left to play in the fourth quarter. SGA takes it himself. Pass to Holmgren. Williams with it. Now here's Holmgren. Hartenstein with a screen on Tatum. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis grabs the board. Tatum with it. He's covered by Holmgren. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries it down low. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 36 points.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching, and we present the player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ja, habe ich mit Oklahoma am Ende dann doch nochmal durchgezogen. Und Koffer für Axel gepackt. So, das war's erstmal mit diesem Spiel und bis demnächst auf diesem Kanal. Hier noch der Teamvergleich. Viel Spaß beim nächsten Stream, was demnächst wahrscheinlich Split Fiction werden wird, später am heutigen Tag. Also Kanal abonnieren nicht vergessen. Die Glocke und so weiter.